Russell Media, always hungry, never thirsty.
Holla back. Hey yo, I know we've been partying and shit, having a real good time. But right about now, I want to slow this motherfucker down for a second. First of all, Germany, make some motherfucking noise.
Make some noise!
I want to tell y'all something. Y'all paid y'all money to get in this motherfucker, right? So that technically means y'all own this bitch tonight. So y'all can make as much noise as y'all want, act as wild as y'all want. So right now, I want y'all to make a lot of noise for all the people we lost in the struggle, all the people we lost in the hustle, all our fallen soldiers. I'd like to give a big
noise! Make some noise!
Come on!
Come on!
Come on! Come on! Come on!
I put the hands up! I put the hands up! Put the hands up! Put the hands up!
It's so lovely.
Yeah, Jack.
I like to give a big rest in peace shout out to my nigga Big Pun. Make some noise for Big Pun, y'all. I like to give a rest in peace shout out to my nigga, the old dirty bastard, the ODB. Make some noise, y'all. I like to give a rest in peace shout out to the ever so talented. She'll be missed, she's been so missed. Baby girl Aaliyah. I like to give a rest in peace shout out to the one and only Lisa Left Eye Lopez. I like to say rest in peace to my nigga. We grew up in the same hood and shit. My nigga Jam Master J from Run DMC. I like to give a rest in peace shout out to my nigga. He put it down for the East Coast real crazy. The Notorious B.I.G. baby.
Yes!
And of course, I gotta give a rest in peace shout out to my nigga, the legendary Mr. Tupac Shakur.
Rest in peace to my nigga Stretch. Nigga Pop.
This record right here features my nigga Tupac. It's called So Much Pain.
Put them hands up!
Put your hands up! Yo, 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 yo!
So much
Say
pain.
Tupac! Say so much pain! Say Ja Rule! Say so much pain! They'll never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5. Cops on these niggas, time to die. Even as a little nigga, you can picture me, I gun in the rain. I shed a tear, let this nigga here inherit the pain. And now I'm labeled as a thug nigga. You know the gang, smoking weed, fucking hoes, slinging things. That's the life I live. Even if I have to go back, I get lost. And everything I seen, the love I done lost. Fuck the world if they can't understand me. What else could I do? I had to feed my fucking family. Your lies is my truth, so I'm a drug to your youth. And you don't want them nowhere near me. Now that they can hear me, I spit razors. Never been a stranger to homicide. My city's full of dope slangers and chalk lines. Why do we die at an early age? Niggas so young, but still a victim of the 12 days. Feel the rage this world has bestowed on me. And I don't give a fuck, cause they don't give a fuck about me. So I keep drinking Hennessy, busting at my enemies. When I live to see 23, it's so much pain. Tupac! Say so much pain. Say Ja Rule. Say so much pain. Years and years of struggling all my life, running wild as a kid. Grew up blazing around. I'm in a little cell, like on my soul lately. It's been giving me hell in my heart and screaming, don't end up. I've been cursed for all this work, I feel dead. Spitting to you, I know I've been way over my head, but Lord hear me. I believe in your 7-day theory. 3 souls will sit this whole world teary. Too hot for you to stand near me. There's so much pain, and niggas wanna kill me. I'm tired of the stress and the strain, but my grimiest got love for me. They're blazing, sending suckers up above for me. Watches on every way and keep us hustling, nigga. Me and my man got a plan to get this paper, nigga. So if you owe, nigga, look for the days to blow, nigga. I figured I'd be considered a killer, doing crime, excited my mind and leaving the mind. I can't express my compassion, my satisfaction for getting fucked up and blasted. We all been there, tough enough to shoot, show no fear and lie, and wipe the tears from your mother's eyes. So say Tupac, say so much pain, say Ja Rule, say so much pain, say Tupac, say so much pain, say Ja Rule, say so much pain. If you ever lost somebody you love, I want you to put a light in the air for them right now. If you ain't got a lighter, put your phone in the air. If you ain't got none of that, put a motherfucking hand in the air. Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Cause we gon' represent life. Put them up! My nigga Tupac Shakur, y'all.
They got me mobbing like a bloke and ready to get my slug on. I load my clip and slip my motherfucking gloves on. I ain't scared to blast on these suckers if they test me. Trucks, I got my Glock out. Player if they press me. Bust some motherfuckers with a passion. Better guts, I ain't looking with them. Blasting them and nothing, drinking Hennessy and getting high on the lookout for my enemies. Don't wanna die, tell me why. But the stress getting major. I broke 50 across the face with my razor. What can I do but be a thug until I'm dead and gone? Keep my brain on the game and stay headstrong. These sorry bastards wanna kill me in my sleep. I'm really cannot see and every day is just a struggle. Steady thugging on these streets and I be ballin' low. Don't let them make you worry. Keep swinging at these suckers till you buried. I was born and raised hell, a nigga from the gutter. Word the mother I'm just. I kicking dust up, ready to bust. I'm on the scene, steady mugging me. Until they kill me, I'll be living this life. I know you feel me. There's so much
say Tupac, say so much pain. Come on, say Ja Rule, say so much pain. Say Tupac, say so much pain. Say Ja Rule, say so much pain. I started out with my group Cash Money Click in like 93, 94, around that time. And I met Irv Gotti, and he took us to a studio, introduced me to a dude named Mike Geronimo. And he was, a rapper at the time, pretty hot in the area, and had a record out and everything. So yeah, Gotti heard me rap. He liked what I was doing, like how I was putting it down, and said let's do a deal. So we did a deal with my group, Cash Money Click, and things didn't go according the way we exactly wanted it. We had a few little singles out. They was all right, Get the Fortune for my clique. Real true Ja Rule fans know those records, but it didn't quite go the way we wanted, you know what I mean? So my man Black, he got locked up. He did 5 years in jail. So that kind of split the group a little bit. And then I got a call, we got word that Leo Cohen, he was heading up Def Jam at the time. We got word that he wanted to sign us. So, we went and took a meeting with Leo, and the rest is kind of history. Yeah.
And you've worked with a lot of people. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Jennifer Lopez, Ashanti, Bobby Brown, DMX. So many people, and you've remixed a lot of songs for them. Is it more fun mixing stuff that somebody else wrote, or is it more interesting to do your own stuff?
Well, the stuff that I've remixed for other people, I've usually flipped them and turned them into original, kind of their own original records. So it's fun both ways. It's creative either way. You get in the studio and you get into your zone and get into your vibe, and you just create and you just, come out with the best shit possible. You know what I mean?
What is your creative process? Do you have a melody in mind first, or is it about the lyrics first?
I hear melodies. I hear music, all the time. I hear different sounds and melodies. And since I'm not a producer like that, I try to get these
sounds out best way possible. And sometimes I do it through hooks. You know, I'll harmonize the hook along to the tune that I hear in my head. Or sometimes I'll just put on the beat and, you know, let the beat take me wherever it gotta go, you know. So it's a combination of both, but it's all spontaneous. You know, I usually get it, you know, spontaneously at the drop of a hat at any moment. And I don't write anything down on paper, so I kind of just generally just gather all of these thoughts and ideas and just, you know, kind of hold them, and, you know.
How important are lyrics to you? Do you feel you have an important message that you want to get out to everybody, or is it more something like you kind of process for yourself, and it doesn't really matter if the public gets what you mean?
No, I mean, you know, sometimes you want to put a message in your music, you know, because we're made out to be these big role models, which, you know, I hate to put that on artists, any type of artists, athletes or anything, because, you know, your parents should be, you know, yeah, exactly, you know, your parents should be your role models, you know, the mom and dad, you know, those sort of things, those sort of foundations in life to me are much more important. But, you know, sometimes I put conscious things in my music, and then sometimes I'm like, fuck it, let's have fun, let's party, let's dance, because music sets moods, you know, and people, you know, listen to records and remember some of their greatest moments in their lives and some of their worst, you know. So music represents a lot of things for a lot of people. So it's important to make different kind of music and be, you know, very, you know, the word I'm looking for is...
You don't always want to be teaching or something, because music is kind of the soundtrack of your life, so you want to represent all kind of different...
Exactly. I mean, you don't wake up on the same side of the bed every day, so you don't want to make all angry music. You don't want to make all love music. You don't want to make, you know, all happy dance music. You want to make all genres of music so that, you know, people understand the person. You know, oh, this is how he feels when he wants to party, you know, he's living it up, you know. This is how he feels when he's sad, you know, I cry, you know. This is how he feels, you know, when he's in the hood, he's clapping back, you know. So you got to give each aspect of what you do and the person who you are, you know.
You mentioned role models before, just a few minutes ago. Whether you like it or not, you are. And a lot of people are looking up to you. A lot of kids are looking up to you and kind of want to emulate what you do. Yeah. Do you feel you have a sort of responsibility towards the public that you need to be careful about what you're doing, or do you watch yourself what you're doing?
You know, I try. I really would like to say no, but I know I'm put in this position because of the lifestyle, the job that I chose. You understand? So I know kids look up to what we do and they want to emulate what we do. So you got to somewhat try to, you know, if not, you know, curb what you do, at least put the message out there to let the kids know, don't do what I do. Mm-hmm. You understand? Because what I do may not be good for you. Mm-hmm. So I try to put that message out there too for the kids. You know, everything you see Ja Rule do is not good for kids. You know, Ja Rule's an adult. You know, so you got to understand that as well, you know. And you know, my music is marketed, you know, to adults. You know, it's not catered to children. You know, I don't make, you know, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, you know, so it's not catered to the kids. But the kids dig it, they understand it, they enjoy it, they love it, and they are hip-hop culture. The kids are the hip-hop culture, so it's natural that they're going to run out and buy the music. And so, you know, we have a responsibility, but it's tough to you know, draw that line.
I was going to ask you about your relationship, for example, because you are talking about the lifestyle and you've had brushes with the law. There was one encounter I read about with Minister Farrakhan that you talked about very specifically about your relationship to 50 Cent. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, me and that dude, you know, we don't get along very well. You know, I think he's a fake artist, you know what I mean? I already know he's a fake person, you know what I mean? But as far as him lyrically, what he does as an artist, I don't think he's bringing that much to the table. I think he's much of a gimmick, you know? Kind of like MC Hammer. That I relate him to MC Hammer because he's selling a lot of records, but he has the kids caught up on this hype, like he's tough and he's gangster and he's really pussy. You understand? Mm-hmm. So if you come from my hood and you know anything about this guy, you know what I'm saying. And you know, people in Hollis and New York City and South Jamaica, Queens, where he's from, they know all about him. You know what I'm saying? He can't even go to his own hood. He can't party. You understand? Like his life is fucked up right now. He's a rat in the corner, and he can thank me for that. You understand? He can't go nowhere, and I'm gonna keep putting that pressure on him. I'm gonna keep putting that foot on his neck. Don't come outside. Don't go nowhere. It's not safe. You know what I mean?
So if I understand right, that meeting, that kind of talk you had with Farrakhan, because he's a really well-respected figure in hip-hop.
He's a great man, you know, and
Did he want to mediate between you two?
yeah, you know, what the minister attempt to do was a great thing, you know, because his whole...
Was it his idea? Was it his idea to me?
No, it was my idea to do it. I wanted to do an interview, sort of like what we're doing right now, just an in-depth interview, you know, that would be broadcast on all the stations and on the radio stations simultaneously. No artist has ever done it. I wanted to do something different. So all these names came about. Yo, let's get Diane Sawyer. Let's get fucking this person. Let's get this was Johnny Cochran. This was, so all these names getting thrown around. So at the end of the day, somebody throws Minister Louis Farrakhan in the picture. So I thought that would be a great thing for him to do the interview. But you got to understand, once you involve the minister now, it's not just an interview anymore. It's an event. So now, here we go into the event. And what the minister set forth to do was a great thing, because he said, you know, this thing is not really about you and 50. You know, it's about the kids. It's way bigger than that. It's about the whole hip-hop community, kids, you know, and I understand and I felt that, and I understand that situation, you know, but yet and still, me and that man have differences. And, you know, if you got a chance to see the whole interview, you would have seen in depth, you know, we talked about, you know, his differences that he had, you know, with Malcolm X back in the days, and how, you know, he had to choose between his mentor and his leader. You know, so we had like a real in-depth conversation. We talked about a lot of things. And if people got a chance to really see the interview, they would understand, you know, what it was all about. You know, publicity stunt, never. You know what I mean? I wanted to do the interview for the sake of my album. You understand that it was coming out, you know, shortly. And I wanted to do the interview to promote the album. But like I said, once we, you know, involved the minister, it became an event. It became something else. So I love the interview. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to sit down with such a powerful man, a man of God, and we spoke about 2.5 hours. And yeah, and we on tape. It's all on tape, and you know, you could go get it somewhere. I don't know where they sell it, but it's somewhere out where you can go get it. Yeah, and it was incredible. You know what I mean? It was a great experience. And on the minister's behalf, you know, he reached out to 50, you know, and this guy declined to come sit with the minister. You understand what I'm saying? Like, like, nigga, I don't want to make peace with you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I fuck you, nigga. Like, we could go in the parking lot and you know what I'm saying, do what we do. You know what I'm saying? But this is the minister, Louis Farrakhan, asked you to sit down for a moment of atonement, and you couldn't. So you know, this dude is just like...
It's disrespectful.
Not even disrespectful. He's a gimmick. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even mean to do that. It's just, he's so caught up in his gimmick of being this tough image that he thought that was the hot thing to do. You understand? But this is what clowns do. You know what I mean?
And the minister is the leader of the Nation of Islam. Are you a member of Nation of Islam?
No. I'm not a member of the Nation.
I was going to ask you, what part, or does it play a part? Does religion play a part in your life? Because you were raised a Jehovah's Witness, right?
I'm spiritual. You know, I'm spiritual, but I don't believe in religion. I don't do religion.
You don't care for institutions, right? No church, no.
I believe in God. I just don't believe in the men that claim they work for him. You know, so I mean, I think it's a very noble, honest, you know, opinion. You know,